Just a morning warm-up.
It's cold, bro.
It's warm in here. Just about everything.
Did you see that switch 180? My friends would have not been proud of me on that one.
Oh man.
Look at the rig, man. StoopiCold. All right, guys, I got some explaining to do. Oh, it's cold. All right, so basically, I needed to update you guys on a few things, and this event, we are here, Memphis, Tennessee, StoopiCold. It is stupid cold. Last night's snow. Today we're going drifting. We're about to kind of kickstart the entire day today. We're out here with Tire Streets, Ethan Parnell, and shit should be good. So we'll talk more about what is all going on with this year very soon. But for right now, we're about to break the snow off this rig and start getting kind of set up for the day. So here we go.
We got rags.
We got rags. It's cold, bro.
It's warm in here.
Fuck. Look at all that snow. What's your take on the day?
It's cold, man.
Bailey?
Burr! Can any of those double as a scarf?
Yes, they can. We got some shop rags about to double as a scarf.
There you go. Raise your read, Adrian.
Did you get it?
I heard it crack a little bit, but
Frozen?
yeah.
Look at this trailer, guys. We just got, so we wrapped our trailer for the season. We did this kind of, let's call it Northern Lights theme. I wanted to do like a half wrap because we have the whole truck that's white. And when the truck's on the trailer, obviously it's like white and then fades into the cool graphics. So shout out to all these people that allow us to do these cool things. Love you guys. Woo!
Hey,
Coffee.
sick camera, bro!
Let's go!
Sick camera, bro!
We're on it.
Thank you, thank you.
You're
thank
welcome,
you.
you're
I
welcome.
needed it. It's cold.
Dude, it's super cold.
Oh!
It's too cold.
Oh!
What are we doing?
Me and Scott were just knocking snow off of everything.
I seen
And
you out there.
laughing. We had a nice little punk rock party, the snowball fight already. We're going.
Good to go.
It is cold though.
It is cold, man.
Your car's nice and warm though inside. You're the smart one. Put it away.
For real, dude. Look at this dude. He is like stacked up.
Oh, dude, these were so much worse.
Just a morning warm-up.
Oh man. Alright, we got the car out. So for the vlog, this is the first time to see the car. I'll try to kind of go over it really quick. So, new livery, Suzuki gray, kind of like a cream or an ivory. Got Adrian cleaning her up. We got the blue and the purple splash, all the partners down below. The wrap has been going through its paces. Look at this. Yesterday was so cold and so rainy, and basically I think just the wrap freaking like hardened and then got hit by a bunch of rocks in both spots right here. But other than that, minor damage for day one. Today's day two. They say the sun's gonna come out, the track should dry up. Hopefully it does. All right, let's do a quick little like game plan, okay? So basically, we've got 10 ride-alongs already. Already, so I need to get going.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is I'll get in the car and we'll really get going. So we'll just start trying to click them off. So our plan for today is going to be to give ride-alongs, but also to get feedback with the car. This is a really good day where we're about to transition from like wet driving to dry driving. And then Adrian's gonna toss a lot of car setup at me and we'll just kind of see where it goes. So Adrian, just wanna kind of get you and Brandon on the same page so we can start really getting me going, and let's try to use the first half of the day to like click off the boxes.
We already have your next 2 setups ready for whenever you want to try and change some stuff up.
Cool.
And we'll see how you like it.
Okay.
So.
All right, here we go. Good, dude.
You like those adjustments?
Yeah, everything's going pretty good.
We'll see. Maybe 2 more runs and we might swap more tires.
Okay. What's up?
I said we're back up to 10,
Awesome.
just so you know.
Good.
But now when people come, I'm just telling them to come back by in like 45 minutes.
Okay, sounds good. We found it.
You came so fast around that.
That's too much grip. The
Yeah.
car's at its level.
Yeah.
The front end is pushing like crazy, like it's scary to drive.
Yeah.
Good job. We found like a really hard setup to finally drive.
Yeah.
Good job.
20% off of that.
It would have been.
You're good.
How's this? We need to. I hit a bunch of shit on this side. Woo! Wow. We most likely did not vlog enough again today, but today was super epic, dude. Didn't even get to talk to you guys because I was literally giving laps like non-stop. It was so gnarly. Thank you, StoopiCold. Thank you, Grip Royal. Thank you, Scott, for inviting us out. Thank you to everybody that took ride-alongs, helped support 144. All the drivers with Grip Royal, of course. Dan, Ethan Parnell. Man, this was epic. Thank you, Tire Streets, for coming out. The boys, my team, dude, they just like, they're probably more hungry than me right now, which is just insane. So they are doing the most. The car performed all day. I'll have to do some math on how many laps I actually spun, but I probably started at 11 and the sun is setting and the session ended, so we gave that many rides. So it's insane, man. This shit is what I'm here for. I love this shit, so check it out. I think we only had, woo, she cleaned up well. I thought I like scarred all this up.
Maybe a little bit, but...
So just a little scarring down here, a little up front here. But for the most part, she's back to where she's at. So sick, so sick. Epic. So yeah, we're gonna do some loading up, then off to some dinner, and then tomorrow, I think we're headed to StoopiCold, or sorry, I should say Slammed Enough, their new headquarters, to actually put the car in it, take a few photos, and kind of just say hi to them, get to know them a little bit, while we're right here in their neighborhood. So second year running this event, epic. Tire testing on the Accelera 651 prototype tire. So they basically had like an entire new sidewall setup, and I finally got the car to a place where I would either need more power or more gear or just a different setting. The car got so gripped up it was difficult to drive. I should have a clip here, and when you see my hands start to struggle, you kind of know Nate's battling with something, and that was just straight grip. So thank you, Accelera, for letting me test out your prototype tires. I approve. Send it. Hey guys, we're trying to bring you some value here. So basically we're talking about our livery and our wrap for the season. I have Adrian, my mechanic, here, and Adrian, as well as Brandon and Austin, so the entire team's collaboration to make this livery happen. But we wanted to share a few things with you guys. Adrian's gonna walk us through like the foundation of the car and the colors we used, as well as kind of the secondary applications to make the sponsors go. But we also have a tech tip for you afterwards, so shed some light on us, Adrian.
All right, to start, we're using Vivid on half the car, but Vivid Gloss Suzuka Ice Gray, and that'll basically take us to around the car.
This is super rad because it's almost white, but it's not white, it's gray. And it's a gloss gray, so I really like that. Tire smoke, you can really see everything collecting, so the boys gotta work pretty hard at the track to keep it clean, but it looks cool.
Yep, a lot of people think it's white too. But then we slowly transition to sort of our foundation in the middle, and it's gonna be Vivid Matte Rally Beige. That basically takes us to the front of the car, where we are using our 3M products, which is the Gloss Plum Explosion, and then kind of yin-yangs into, on the other side of the car, the 3M Gloss Blue Raspberry. And we are using the same products to then make a die cut for the Golan engine that slowly transitions as well to between the two.
All right, cool. Yeah, so at this point we have our foundation laid out, Suzuki, what was it? Suzuki?
Rally Beige.
Rally Beige, and our blue and purples. So now let's get into basically, if the foundation was laid, Adrian, walk us through what's next. I know the color highlights, right?
Yep, so actually the fender, door, and side skirt are fully wrapped in our Rally Beige.
So even the front fender you have wrapped full beige, and then your purple over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that basically kind of gives us the opportunity to hide the seam, and we can also change the color on the fly if we need to. But yeah, basically I will lay some Knifeless down and make these shapes, then lay the material down, and then cut off.
So like, yeah, you're saying, so this highlight you laid with Knifeless tape.
Yep.
Applied your purple, cut it, and then you get your result.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so after I'm done with that, and over here, I will then lay the graphics. So our graphics, these are all printed. Most of them are printed except for this Beachworks one that is plotted, and same with these are all plotted.
So it's beige, purple highlight, then the sponsor logos.
Yep.
Got it. So 3 steps to that foundation to get the look that we're at.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
I was gonna say, what section do you want a knifeless?
It would be a good idea to show you guys the hand cut I did over the Accelera logo because it's very technical. So let's
Sick.
get to that.
Yeah, so first I think Adrian wants to run through basically all of the tools you need when you're gonna apply knifeless tape.
Yeah, so over here I kind of have the colors we chose in our swatch book, but these are our main tools that we'll probably need. We have 3M design line, which is a little bit smoother to get on curves. Then we have our finish line, which is for very straight lines. And then we'll have our squeegees here, a wrap glove, and a cutting blade. We'll also have this to make sure we have a straight line. So this is basically just your average masking tape, and that'll ensure that the line's straight, and then I'll basically trace the knifeless tape alongside this to make sure it's completely straight.
Let's see this thing go down, man.
All right, so let's get some design line out. Since we're doing a lot of curves, we'll use our design line. Yeah, so
Parnell.
we've been seeing a couple of questions about like how we actually do this. And so a lot of people don't know about knifeless tape. So if I can just explain it pretty well, it's a clear film that has a little piece of thread in the middle of it. That's what knifeless is, and that's how we use to cut all these straight lines without having to actually cut into the body. Not a lot of people at the track know that, so let me show you a little demo. So the steps I'm about to show you, basically to get these lines straight, I'm gonna use some masking tape because that doesn't stretch at all, so that'll give me a straight edge. So I'll put masking tape here and here for step 1. And then next I will use the knifeless tape to get all the horizontal lines first, because there's a process to it. We'll do knifeless tape across the horizon and then all the individual weird lines next. Then after that, I'll apply the film and I'll tack that down, and then I'll use my wrap glove after that to then get all the bubbles out, make sure it's perfect, and then we'll start peeling the knifeless tape and then getting the final result.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So start off with the tape. And if you were to make this stripe, you'd have to make sure the lines are evenly spaced apart. But since this is already done, I'm just gonna show you an overlay. So I will make sure the tape is right along where the blue is, because that's where I already made my mark. Like that.
And then, yeah, and on the masking tape, the value of the masking tape is that it doesn't warp and move around, right?
Exactly. So this I can guarantee is a straight line because I can't move it. The knifeless tape is able to move, so that would make the line not as straight. So there, you can guarantee a straight line. So this one I'm just gonna go a little bit shallow since we're going straight on the line. So cut that off.
And then the masking, or sorry, the knifeless tape you're using right now is design, or?
Yeah, so this is design line. Usually on like the door, I'll use the finish line since it just needs to be straight. But here we'll have like complex curves where we would have to, where we'd have to make sure it is able to turn. And then, so that's step 1, is to get the knifeless tape along the masking tape, so that way we have straight edges. And then now we'll do the horizontal knifeless tape lines. The reason why I do this is because I can control and keep an eye out for which one I have to cut first. So basically I'll reverse engineer it to make sure we cut all the knifeless curved lines, and then we'll go into the horizontal lines, and then these lines last. If you get caught up doing one before the other, then you could cut off the knifeless tape that you already laid, and then you're screwed because you can't peel it. So that's why I make sure I do each one individually if we're doing a big complex area like this. Horizontal one, and horizontal two. And even though I'm going far over, I'm basically using that so that I can grab it whenever I pull the knifeless tape. You want to always have extra so you can grab it and not get too close, because when you get too close, then it makes the cut really awkward. So I just finished our horizontal lines. We'll then go to our curved lines in our more complex areas. And so I'll start basically on this corner. So this curve, basically, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on because you want it to really stick and you want it to curve.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is this for someone who's never done it before? Is this something that you think a dude could pick up and grasp, or you think it's taking you a lot of time to learn this?
It's a little bit on the intermediate side of learning how to use knifeless, just because you have to learn the tensions as far as overstretching. You can definitely overstretch the knifeless tape, which then it will lose its place and kind of get lost. So here you can see it kind of be picking up. That's okay, you just want to make sure it doesn't fully pick up, because then if you put too much tension, the line will fail and then it won't get what you want. So yeah. Cool, so I'm done laying all the knifeless for this part. And I will lay the graphic now. So the things you gotta watch out for, just in case you don't think you're done, you gotta make sure that every part that you're trying to cut is all covered. So you have full coverage on all the edges, and now we're ready to lay the film down. So this is 3M burnt orange. This is the 2080 film. So it has a protective cap on it. Basically, that's just for installation purposes. So I'll lay this down. The idea behind the film is that I can scratch it during installation. So I don't have to worry about scratch marks or anything. So basically what I'll do is lay that down, and you can kind of see the Knifeless through the material. So I'll lay that down.
Then one of the most important parts here is to remember what you pull first, right?
Yes, so the important part is what you pull, and that's why I made sure that all the horizontal lines were done, and then the complex curves were done. And here I'm gonna remove the protective liner that the 2080 has. And now it's super glossy. But now we'll start removing some of the Knifeless tape. I basically started the Knifeless tape, so I flipped it back and gave it a tug, and that holds the filament back, and then all that's left is the thread, which is your knife here. So I'll start it and basically just make sure it runs through, and now I get that curve I wanted. And then now that that's done, I pick up the filament that I laid down, and make sure you get it, because then you're gonna see it. And then that's your Knifeless tape. And basically, I can cut that out. And then we'll go to this one, and I'll start the same process again. All the way down. Getting the filament back. So there's that cut. And as you see, you're gonna start seeing the shape that you created. And then now that those complex curves are done, we have the horizontal lines to do. So I'll start those. Cool. So now you can sort of see this come to life now that that's done. Then now all we have left is the Knifeless tape we laid across, which will be just a little short, so you'll see some blue. To get those shapes. Those come right off. And you can peel back your tape, and then you have your shape right there.
Sick. So basically you're telling me that you went through and did that with this whole section, you created this section and this section?
Yep.
Off of our rendering?
Yeah, so basically the decal was here, and I had to cut around it because we couldn't obviously print all this at once. So to get in between the Accelera logo, you'd have to do that knifeless tape design to get all that. So knifeless we basically used on the waffle grip just to cut it to size. We used it on the side skirt splitter across the whole car for the knifeless tape. We also used it on our color highlights on the fender, the door, and the side skirt. And then on our roof, I basically knifeless taped all this center section that you see is Suzuka Ice Gray. We had this printed and it was a different color and Nate didn't like it, so I covered it with this Suzuka Ice Gray. That's basically all we used for knifeless. All right guys, that completes our knifeless tape demo. We actually used this on a lot of the car, more than you guys actually know.
For real. And we got to help Ethan Parnell last weekend. So we were at the track. A few drivers were asking about the livery, so hopefully this sheds some knowledge. This video is about to continue rolling. Up next, Corey's 2020 Vision cams. Here we go.